If you're making somewhere between 10 and 25k a month on OnlyFans, first of all, let me say this, that's impressive. Seriously, that's not beginner income. That means you've already proven something. You know how to create content that grabs attention. You know how to build attraction around your brand. And you've figured out how to turn casual viewers into paying fans. That takes creativity, discipline and consistency, and some proper business mindset. So before we talk about scaling, give yourself some credit for getting this far. But now, you pressed on this video for two reasons. Number one, you wondered, okay, why another dude online talking about OF? Let me be the judge of that, which is, well, valid. Number two, a part of you wants to pass the 25k mark, and you're just wondering, how do I do that? If the reason is option one, let me give you a quick rundown. Recognize this model? Yep, I managed her for almost 4 years. This one ran her account for almost 4 years. This one was a manager for 2 years. And this one, also mine. Now that we got this out of the way, let's assume you are here for a reason. Number two, here's the reality I've seen over and over again. A lot of creators hit this 10 to 25k range and then things stall. The growth slows down. Income starts hovering around the same numbers month after month. And look, don't get me wrong, 10 to 25k is a lot of money. You can easily live comfortably with that amount. But I also know that if you made it here, you have the inner need, this inner drive to aim for more. It's just not working the way you'd want to work. And here's the important part. It's not because you're not talented enough. It's because the strategy that got you here isn't the same strategy that gets you to the next level. The hustle that builds 20k a month is very different from the structure that builds 100k a month. By the end of this video, you will know exactly why you get stuck in this 10 to 25k range and why trying to scale alone is usually the biggest mistake. If you're serious about leveling up your game, let's dive in. You see, when you hit your first 10k month, it feels powerful. You feel proud, as you should. You build something from scratch. No boss, no office, just you and your ability to create attention and monetize it. That I can do this myself mindset is exactly what helped you reach this point. But let me ask you something. Think about everything you're doing in your business every day, because chances are it's a lot. At this stage, you're not just a content creator anymore. You've basically become a one-woman digital company. Think about it. You're spending hours shooting content and editing photos or videos so everything looks perfect. You're posting across Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, maybe Reddit, constantly making sure your brand stays visible. You're chatting with fans for hours every day in the DMs, sending messages, voice notes, and keeping conversations going so subscribers stay engaged. Best case here is you already have a chatting agency doing it for you at this point. Because to be honest, if you're making 10 to 30k texting by yourself, I'm seriously impressed. You're upselling custom videos, bundles, or extra content to your biggest fans because those extra purchases add up. You're checking your numbers constantly, daily revenue, subscriber trends, figuring out what posts worked and which ones didn't. You're organizing collaborations with other creators to stay relevant and tap into new audience and algorithms. And on top of all of that, you're constantly brainstorming new ideas so your content stays exciting and fresh. That's a lot to carry on your plate. If you're doing all of this by yourself, hands down, I'm impressed. And though you heard it likely 100 times already, no business scales when one person is doing everything. Here's a simple way to think about it. At 10k a month, you are basically running a small coffee shop. You are the owner and you do everything. That works. But when you're trying to build a chain of coffee shops while still being the only employee, eventually something breaks. You can't run multiple coffee shops with one employee. And that's where most creators hit the wall. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said before, the 10 to 25k range can actually feel very comfortable. You're making good money. Life feels better than most jobs. And naturally, you start thinking, okay, I'm doing well. I just need one more viral post. Or maybe if I start another IG account, that might push things to the next level. So let's think about this. If in the last 1 to 3 months you have worked even more than before, opened another IG account, jumped on a trend and it didn't go viral, posted content faster, hoping it will go viral, or reached 1 million views on a reel and yet your income is still in the same range, you're doing it all backwards. And look, the logic makes sense. More activity should mean more opportunity. But scaling isn't about doing more random things. Scaling is about doing the right things properly. Imagine you just bought a new crib. You're excited. New furniture, yay! But then your chairs are in every corner of the room. Everything's in bubble wrap. Your shelves are not properly screwed to the wall. It's chaos. You have everything you need and you try unpacking the first thing. Just realize you have nowhere to place it. Again, you have everything you need. It's just chaotic. That's how chaotic it can be on OF. So, what you need to develop right now is, you just guessed it, structure. I ain't gonna bore you with all the lingo, so here's the simple terms. Get clear on who your audience is. You're posting something you think you look cute in might not be what the man in your audience wants to see. Get clear on your spending numbers. Check who's your top spender, why they like you and what they want to see. Get clear on where you want to invest your time and attention. Understand the psychology of selling and buying. Men don't want to be sold to, but they love to buy. Let that sink in. Set up daily mass messages to send out to your spenders and followers. Make sure they are strategically set up in a way that they blend into every conversation. Spark a feeling and make them interested enough to keep chatting with you. Side tip here, don't be afraid to send in memes as well. Go through your IG data. Analyze your top performing posts. Repeat what's working. Check your F page, your link page and your IG page. Do each of these invite the customer more and more? Do they feel inclined to get to know you more? Text back your ex, not literally, but go back to people who once were your spenders. It's all about relationships. Don't actually text your ex-boyfriend though. You're past this drama, girl. My biggest model has subscribers dating back 3 years ago who still send a 3 to 10K every month as allowance because they are happy to have a girlfriend for so long. So, if you're still building your business, which your OF, it's a business, stop doing it through instinct, energy, and constant hustling. That worked so far, but it's time to level up. Now you need data, systems, and strategy. Going viral by accident should not be your growth plan. Let's talk about something creators underestimate all the time. It's time. Time is the biggest hidden leak in your business. At 20K per month, think about how many hours you're putting into editing, filming, and so on. When are you actually doing the strategic work that grows the business? When are you analyzing which fans spend the most? When are you testing new subscription prices? When are you breaking down your top performing content to understand why it worked? When are you improving chat scripts, using psychology to increase conversion? When are you designing retention flows that bring subscribers back automatically? You're likely not even doing these things, not because you're lazy, but because you have yet to receive a sign. Focus on other things. So let that be your sign. You don't have to work harder to make 100K. You need to work smarter. You need to turn on that business brain. Let it think beyond what you already know. So let's start doing that by shifting your mindset. I want you to stop thinking of yourself as a creator or an influencer and start thinking of yourself as the CEO of your own brand. And what do CEOs do? They focus on vision. They look at the higher picture. They delegate their work to others so they can focus on expanding. They think about direction, positioning, and long-term growth. What they don't do is get stuck in tiny day-to-day tasks. A CEO doesn't spend hours replying to every fan message. They don't edit every photo themselves. They don't fix every small technical problem personally. Think about women like Beyoncé. Do you think they personally respond to every fan message online? Of course not. They build systems and teams so they can focus on the big moves. And I know letting go is scary. You built this from nothing. It's natural to want control. But the truth is this: the control you're holding on to might be the exact thing limiting your growth. If every decision and every action depends on you, then your business can only grow as far as your personal time allows. At some point, you have to shift from I do everything to we build this together. Your focus should move toward bigger strategic moves. Your brand vision, major collaborations, new markets, creative concepts nobody else is doing. Meanwhile, routine tasks can be delegated or automated. Chat support, video editing, post scheduling, analytics tracking. Because if every dollar requires you personally typing or clicking something, you will burn out long before you reach 100K a month. So now when we talk about getting help, there's something important to understand. Not all help is good help. You want to do the right thing. You've probably heard people say, just hire an agency. But the truth is, many agencies in the space are messy. They're sticky. And as someone who'd been in the industry for 4 years, I've seen financial scams happen all the time. Some of them bring in a couple chatters, spam your fans with generic messages, tell you to post everywhere, and then take 50% of your revenue? Yes, numbers might go up slightly, but that's not real scaling. That's just more noise. Real scaling looks different. A real support setup isn't just about having more people around you. It's about having things run in a smart, organized way so everything actually makes you more money instead of just creating more work. Here's what that actually looks like in practice. First, you start understanding your fans a little bit better. Not every subscriber is the same. Some people just watch your content and chill. Some buy once in a while, and some are super fans who love you and spend way more than everyone else. When you know who those people are, you can treat them differently. Your biggest fans might get special offers, personal attention, or exclusive content. And that matters because superfans can easily spend 2 or even 5 times more than regular subscribers over time. And I know it feels like managing hundreds of boyfriends, which is why I repeat, CEOs delegate. Another big thing is how conversations with fans happen. Instead of every chat being random, you create smoother conversations that naturally lead towards things like customs, bundles, or special content. Nothing pushy, just flows that make it easier for fans to say yes when they're already excited. Then there's understanding your content a little bit better, paying attention to what actually keeps fans around and what makes them lose interest. Maybe certain types of posts keep people subscribed longer, while others don't hit the same way. Once you see these patterns, you can make more of the content your fans clearly love instead of guessing every time. Content also works way better when it's a little organized. Instead of randomly shooting whenever you feel like it, you plan things out a little bit more. Shooting content in batches, having a rough schedule, and knowing what kind of posts are coming next. It keeps things consistent without you constantly feeling rushed. There are also small details that makes a big difference in whether someone subscribes. Things like your bio, your welcome message, or how your pricing is set up. Tiny changes in those areas can make it easier for someone who's visiting your page to actually hit that subscribe button. And then there's something a lot of creators don't notice at first. Little places where money quietly slips away. For example, sometimes people start the sign-up process but never finish it. Or longtime fans slowly disappear after a few months without anyone trying to bring them back. When you set up simple recovery systems, little reminders, messages, or special offers, some of those fans actually come back. At the end of the day, scaling isn't about working harder or posting more. It's about fixing the small leaks and making the whole structure behind your page stronger. Because when someone is making around 20K a month, there are almost always leaks somewhere. Most creators just don't see them yet. And that's usually why things plateau. Not because you're not talented, but because the hustle grew faster than the structure behind it. Now, I'm sure if you made it this far in the video, something clicked. A part of you was like, that makes sense. Okay, I see this. Or you just fell asleep, in which case I ask, are you still watching? But in the case you're with me right now, I don't want you to freak out. I know this feels like a lot, and chances are you probably have a lot set up already and just need a direction. I don't have anything to sell to you. So here are 2 ways in which I can help. First point, you subscribe and keep watching as I bring more and more videos showing you exactly how to scale your OF. Second point, you reach out to me and I'll make a full audit for you on what you can improve. If afterwards you decide, I want to work with this agency, we can look into it. If not, that's totally cool. I really hope that what I shared today can help you surprise yourself and evolve into a proper CEO of your own brand. Again, you found this video for a reason. What will you do about it now?